Alright everybody, welcome back to another match preview. This one is for Sunderland versus Wigan at the Stadium of Light on a Saturday. With a few familiar faces coming back to the Stadium of Light, there's a few things I want to talk about, Charlie Wyke being one of them. Also stay tuned for another shirt giveaway. This time it's a Sunderland one. Charlie Wyke, he's been getting some messages, some vile DMs of a Sunderland supporter on social media. He's been getting these messages from November to now, and some of the messages are vile, absolutely vile. I'm not going to repeat on here what was said, but this has been going on for quite a while. He's got that sick of it. He's posted them on his Instagram story to let everybody know, and I don't blame him. Listen, the man nearly died. The man did die, technically. I didn't understand why supporters, certain supporters, like some supporters, every club's got the idiots, but to be digging this after he nearly died, man, he's not just digging it for likes on, say, Twitter, for instance, or Facebook, or wherever. He's DMing them to try and get at the player. It's absolutely vile. It needs to stop. Personally, I hope Charlie Wyke gets a good reception from Sunderland supporters after the shite he's been through in recent times. Sunderland shirt. Listen, this has been donated. I'm opening it now for you. This has been donated by Storm SAFC. People that watch our streams know what I'm on about. He's called Joe Stobbart. Listen, brand new, look at that. Brand new, tag on, Sunderland shirt. Just what everybody wants, and it's a size, I think it's a large. 2 minutes, I'll double check for you. It's a large. Not a medium, a large. The only way we are going to give this away is when we hit 6,000 subscribers. So if you want to be in it for a chance to win it, obviously, you know the score. Subscribe. And good luck to you all. Obviously, Adrian Kitchen won the Barcelona shirt. And also hit the thumbs up on this video. Remember, you've got to comment below your score prediction as well for the Wigan game on Saturday. Moving on to the football now after we've got that the serious stuff out the way with. So we're going to start with Wigan. Listen, you know, any amount of players they've got who used to play for us, Charlie Wyke, Max Power, James McGlynn, Ashley Fletcher, Broadhead, you name it, they've got quite a few. They're currently in 9th place, played 13 games and got 19 points. So they're doing really well. Last night they did beat the rivals Blackburn, where Blackburn could have went joint top. This league is very compact. It's even more compact since the last night's games as well. And you know, if we lose, another game's gone against us, we could be down as far as like 20th, 21st, something like that. You know, we drop right down the table. A win will see us move up the table as well. So it's a very tight league. Their leading top goal scorer this season is Wilkie, who stepped up for the absence of Charlie Wyke. He scored 26 goals for them last season and got 6 assists. So we've got to keep an eye out for him. Not just him, you've got Charlie Wyke as well. Remember that season in COVID where Charlie Wyke scored 30 plus goals for us. He done outstanding for us that season. And then the cardiac arrest happened, and then, listen, he's managed to do something really outstanding, get himself fit with all what's went wrong with him, and he's back on the pitch. So he's a threat. We all know what type of threat he is. Good ball into the box, and Charlie Wyke 9 times out of 10 will put that ball away. So we've got to keep an eye on him. Then look at Broadhead. Sunderland supporters didn't want Broadhead to leave. We wanted him to stay, sign a contract with us. Alex Neil alluded to it was his mentality. He said he didn't want to fight for players, and he thought he would get a #1 spot at Wigan. Gone off what Alex Neil done, I didn't believe a word he said. Actually, I really didn't. I just thought they wanted again a different option, maybe Ellis Sims, and obviously Ross Stewart. Crazy that we've only got 2 strikers at the club. I think you need at least 3 or even 4. Most clubs have 4, so you know we are in the market. But I'll get on to Sunderland in a minute anyway. But like I say, Broadhead, he had his quality shown in League One. His injuries dampened his time on getting more game time with us, but he went to Wigan and he's starting to show his qualities in the Championship as well. If he stays fit, he'll score absolutely loads for Wigan. I have no doubt about that. Listen, they've got some good players all over the pitch. Jacques, what more as well, got man of the match against Blackburn. He's a defender. He made some vital clearances in that game. Right, in the last 10 games, Wigan have won 5, lost 4 and drew just the once. They've conceded 13, but they've also scored 13. Another thing quickly, Liam Richardson's been heavily linked to the West Brom job, which personally I think he should stay at Wigan. They've got a billionaire owner who's happily, willingly wanting to invest in the club and in the team, and also the flying in the Championship. Why would you want to take the West Brom job at the minute? Right, so moving on to Sunderland. Listen, there's a few things I want to talk about. The fact that Serkin's being linked to Spurs. Where's that come from? We've just got them off Spurs. They've seen his quality, they've seen what he's about, they've seen his development, and now they're wanting, there's rumours that they want him back. Oh dear. No, unless it's going to be daft amount of money, I didn't think we should be selling him, especially in January. Anyway, also we've been heavily linked to a striker, apparently. I remember all these videos where I've been back and with Stephen, and I've been saying we need to go in the free market, we need to go in the free market. Apparently we're going in the free market for a striker, and he's it's going to be given an 18-month contract, which I find mental, considering this could have been done absolute ages ago. Why has it took Stewart and Sims to get injured, and Sims' injury now is just seems as if it's lasting forever? We should have had this done and dusted and wrapped up ages ago. And also Luton loyalty points, believe it or not, is 90 plus. God, how you meant to get to away games? 90 plus loyalty points. Listen, me and Stephen are finding it hard to get time together to do these videos. That's why he's absent today. So, you know, loyalty points 90. How you meant to get to these games? It's mad. But listen, the loyalty points are there for a reason, and I do agree with them. So it's just one of them things. I didn't think we're going to be getting issued that many tickets anyway. That's how it's probably that high. Listen, for me personally, I think it's time that Luke 09 did get rested at centre half, and I think we should be using Bailey right. I really do believe it. Listen, he did make a mistake, sort of stretched in for the goal, and against Swansea, and it come off the back of his ankle and went in. Now Patterson could do about it. And can you remember the own goal he scored not long ago? And listen, he has been really good at centre half. He's just susceptible to a very costly mistake now and again. I don't like Luke 09. Stephen loves him, but I think now it's time Bailey Wright did get his chance back in the starting 11. The rest of the back four I'd leave exactly the same with Patterson in goal. This is where it gets a bit tricky. For me, up top, I think Stephen will agree and all. I think we're going to have to go for Clark up top. I think he's got to play that number 9 role. He's done it before, and I think his trickery, his skill on the ball, his movement, he'll be out to wrong foot at defenders and get in. So for me, I would personally Clark up top and Bennett come in on the left hand side. Then who do you drop? It's one of them. Who would you play in the midfield? I would love to see Mitchell again, because when he did come on the pitch, even though he weren't listening, he was good and he looked exciting. He was sort of telling players where to go and all. Like, he was asking for runners, and that's what I like to see on the pitch. So for me personally, I would love to see Mitchell as well. Diallo could probably come off the bench. It's just one of them. Who do you drop? It's so hard. But Pritchard, for me, he lacks so much pace, and his work rate's not the same because he's not a striker. I like to see Pritchard in just behind a striker, moving the ball from side to side. That's where I love to see Pritchard play. Where for me personally, he's off the pace a little bit when he's playing up in sort of like a false 9 striker role, you know what I mean? So for me personally, I would play Clark up top 100%. So looking at Saturday, for me it's going to be a very, very hard game. Wigan are on fire at the minute, they're flying, and Sunderland's just hit a stumbling block, picking up a couple of draws. Now we've lost against Swansea. They've just beat their rivals. Charlie White's getting DM worse than shite, so he'll want to impress and he'll want to show the Sunderland supporters basically. He will. It's just Sod's law. He'll go and score 3 now. You've got James McLean, who always gets booed off Sunderland supporters. He'll probably want to get on the score sheet. It's going to be a hard game. Touch wood, it doesn't happen. And my score prediction is going to be a Sunderland 1-0 win. I'd be happy with the 1-0 win. Will it happen? I didn't know, but I'm going to go for the Sunderland 1-0 win, especially if we play Jack Clark down the middle. Right, with all that being said, remember, subscribe to the channel. We'll be giving this Sunderland shirt away on 6,000 subscribers. So once we hit that, one of you are going to win it. Remember to comment below your score prediction, and I'll see you in the next video.